Look, folks, I think we just witnessed the greatest takedown of a Trump MAGA stooge this year live on TV. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. You'll see in this clip when we play it in just a moment. But Kristi Noem, the DHS secretary, was on Capitol Hill testifying about their inhumane, reckless deportation campaign. And she was asked by a Democratic member of Congress, why have you deported veterans? Why have you deported people who served this country? She said she hasn't. And what happens next is certainly worth a watch. So we're going to play this entire clip, and then later I'm going to show you a clip of Kristi Noem literally leaving the hearing. It got so bad that she got up and left. But before we get into any of that, make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And I'm just going to play this clip all the way through. I'm not going to interrupt it. I just think it is certainly up there, maybe top 3 clips we've seen so far from the Trump administration. Watch.
Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Sejun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our laws.
Can you please tell Mr. Park why you deported him?
Every one of them needs to be enforced.
But you understand that many veterans struggle with PTSD, many veterans struggle with substance abuse challenges. This man took 2 bullets for our country. You have broad authority, by the way, as Secretary, to issue humanitarian parole, to do deferred action. Will you commit to at least looking at Mr. Park's case to see if you can help him find a pathway back to this country that he sacrificed so much for?
I will absolutely look at his case, but I want you to remember that
Madam Secretary, the man behind you, please stand up, sir. His name is Jim Brown from Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna, who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife, Donna, has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally, and she has never committed any crime other than writing 2 bad checks totaling $80 10 years ago. She is currently in prison and facing deportation. Ms. Noem, will you thank Mr. Brown for his service to our country?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your service to our country.
Now, what possible explanation can there be for locking up his wife for 4 months when she has committed no crime other than writing a couple of bad checks for $80?
Sir, it is not my prerogative, my latitude, or my job to pick and choose which laws in this country get enforced.
You have broad discretion as the Secretary. You can issue parole, you can do all kinds of things, but you're choosing not to. Will you commit, again, to just reviewing Donna's case and reuniting this combat veteran with his beloved wife, who also loves this country?
I will review the case.
Wow. That's how it's done. This is the way that we should be confronting these Trump stooges in this regime. And there's 2, I think, really important things to understand about this clip, or at least things to add context here, which is number 1, this is the Trump deportation campaign. The overwhelming majority of people who are in custody right now in ICE have not committed a crime. They are deporting Americans. They've deported sick children out of this country. They're deporting veterans, as we just saw, who have taken bullets for this country. Done certainly more than Kristi Noem has ever done for this country. Isn't that right? That's so insane, and it perfectly highlights the inhumane nature of what they're doing. But also the second most important thing to understand here is that this is how it always goes. This is how it goes with these Trump stooges. They get on Fox News, they go on conservative media, and they'll say the outrageous shit they come up with. just outrageous crap every single day. They'll do outrageous things in office when they're in their bubble and they're insulated from any criticism, but once they're confronted, they crumble. Kristi Noem had no response. She had no justification for deporting the first veteran or the second veteran's wife. There is no justification, and she crumbled in real time. And look, there's been a lot of conversation about Kristi Noem being fired from her job and replaced with Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia. And if the nail wasn't in the coffin yet, I think it might be now, because that was a total humiliation for the Trump administration. But there was other questioning I think you should see. She was asked an article, and this is a separate time in the hearing, an article by ProPublica from October 16th, 2025. We found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. And just listen to what Kristi Noem had to say to that.
Secretary Noem, you lie and you lie to the American people. I will be including into the record an article by ProPublica from October 16, 2025, entitled, "We found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. They've been kicked." There's nothing smiling about U.S. citizens. I'm sorry, that's very inappropriate. Let me continue. They've been kicked, dragged, and detained for days.
Yeah, in the midst of her, I should have said the lack of what Kristi Noem said, in the midst of her asking this question about these 170 U.S. citizens who have been held by immigration agents, many of these people have been racially profiled by these agents simply because of their skin color. They don't believe they're American citizens. And Kristi Noem, according to the congresswoman, was laughing. She thought it was funny that Americans are being detained. I mean, look, the cruelty is the point with the Trump regime. They're posting these memes and graphics and videos online of their deportation campaign with these pop songs, and they're laughing when talking about immigration enforcement detaining American citizens. The cruelty is the point. But there was nothing Kristi Noem could say to that one. And finally, I want to highlight this clip of Kristi Noem leaving the hearing. It got too intense that she had to head out. Apparently, Kristi Noem said she had to head out for official business. That's what she told the committee. I don't think so. Watch.
I apologize. Gentleman's time has expired. I know the secretary has to leave, and I would now recognize a gentlelady from Texas, Ms. Johnson, for 5 minutes of questions.
I'm just going to take the position that she was scared of my questions.
Yeah, damn right.
Mr. Chairman, if we could stop the clock and
Oh, yes,
wait
no,
till after all this.
Clerk will suspend.
If we could reset the time,
Yes.
that would be helpful.
We'll reset the clock. Gentlelady, prepared?
Well, Kristi Noem's having a bad day. Not only was she confronted to her face in this exchange and forced to somewhat admit that she's wrong and admit that she would review these cases, but she also got protested on the way out of leaving the hearing early. She left early because things just got a little too intense. And that's why I said, look, I think she's on her way out. I really, really do. I think her and Hegseth are on the verge of being pushed out of this administration for all the scandal, all of their failures, all of the embarrassment that they've brought to this country. But then again, Donald Trump likes all of those things, apparently. He's a weird guy. But man, a brutal sequence of events for Kristi Noem. And she's really a coward. I mean, she will have these immigrants, these American citizens detained in these inhumane camps with their children or separated from their children, doing these awful things. And then when it's time to answer questions about it, I have a scheduling conflict. I gotta go. It's just, it's weak shit. It's weak. So look, anyway, I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe down below. Drop a like on the video, comment. Let me know what you think about this story. I'm excited to hear from you folks, and let me know what you thought about this clip. As I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.